Welcome to Global SCM Leaders on Demand. We're here in Houston. I'm Joe O'Reilly, senior writer for Inbound Logistics magazine. I'm joined by John Vogt, who is the vice president of global logistics for Halliburton. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. It's most enjoyable.
I thought to kick this off, maybe you could just tell me or tell us a little bit about Halliburton's business in terms of your role and what you do.
Well, Halliburton's a nearly $28 billion oil and gas company in the services side of it. For my side, I'm the vice president of logistics, and I'm responsible for all of the moves around the world of all of our goods and equipment. So that puts me into nearly 2 million moves a year, significant costs to the company. And even more than that, the requirement to be able to do our services means that we've got to have those goods and equipment available to us. So I become part of the business of satisfying the customer's needs on a regular day-to-day basis.
We talk about such global scope and spanning the supply chain, the importance of control towers. Can you tell me a little bit about how Halliburton has developed that part of its business?
Sure. I think as you go around the world, no one place can control the world, and the follow the sun concept of being able to work 24 hours a day is important. For us, we adopted 6 years ago, we started out with built a strategic network, and that's basically centered in 4 places, which is Houston, Rotterdam, Singapore, and Dubai. And that allows us to move goods with speed, reliability, and good visibility east to west. And from any of those places, we can go north-south to the oil and gas plays. So for us, we've built a network that actually gives us a really good competitive advantage.
What type of functionalities at these control towers? What are you able to do there?
We probably wouldn't call them control towers. What we do have is we built and we put our own management and our own computer systems, and we treat these as flow-through facilities. So we have minimum time, we don't stock there, and what we do is we actually allow ourselves to bring goods in, reconfigure those goods to be able to move outbound enough speed with reliability and very efficiently. And we've seen a significant improvement in both cost and in our supply reliability by enabling these nodes in a strategic network. So these are not really stocking points, they're actually a flow-through capability or cross-dock, and they've proved very valuable for us.
My last question, John, what challenges, what are some of the concerns that would keep you up at night?
I guess at the end of the day, there are a number of them. When you're dealing with nearly 110 countries around the world, moving goods between all those countries, you have a number of things that go out into what must we be attentive of. I think it probably boiled down to geopolitical. Obviously, that becomes an issue of changes in regulations in the way the country works, or perhaps even, as we've seen in some places, there's been civil conflicts. That's difficult to handle when you've got goods on the water. The other one that you're looking at is just the sheer capability of moving between 100 and plus countries to another 100 plus countries. Not all of those supply chains and logistics infrastructure are as good as they might be. So you end up with having to deal with first world today and tomorrow or 5 minutes later, a country which the infrastructure needs 40 days or 50 days to clear the customs. And then the third one really boils down to security of the goods and the movement and their reliability. We've got to choose the right methodologies, the right routing in order to guarantee that our goods get there on time and the right goods get there. So if I was going to put that at a high level, those would be the 3 major issues that wake me up every day.
No small task. Well, that wraps up our time here, so I would like to thank John for sharing his insight.
Very much appreciated. Thank you.